Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Wednesday, May 8th, and I'm going to be analyzing the US dollar yen starting on the monthly, working my way down to the 1 hour time frame for the full top down analysis. So, on the US dollar yen, I still think this is a wave 5. Whether or not it's actually over is still very debatable. I actually do think there is a pretty good chance that it's not over and that it may actually go up at least one more time. So, taking it down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, that was a very big push down, but I mean, with the yen, you have to keep in mind that we are in a 4 year uptrend, and there is still no proof that this trend really is over. So I would definitely still be looking for longs primarily. I actually think it is likely at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of wave 5. So when it finally does finish that wave 5 of 5 and go down and break structure, that's what's going to tell me that this wave 5 is over and that it probably is a trend reversal on these higher time frames. So taking it down to the daily time frame. Daily time frame definitely very strong down. Definitely did break structure, but that was really just the Bank of Japan trying to intervene. So far, in my experience, they have not really been able to do anything about it. I would think that this move down was an A, and I would still think this move up was possibly going to be a wave B, and that it would go down again for a wave C. But with the Bank of Japan and with the yen pairs, you have to be aware that every single push down is probably just a very small subdivision, is probably just going to keep on trending up from here. So heading down to the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, even though it's kind of overlapping, it looks like a trend to me. It looks like 5 waves down, which is why I'm saying it's likely a wave A or maybe even a wave 1. I think this move up is also very strong. I think we're probably likely in a wave A or one of B. If it goes down and makes a wave B, then goes up and makes a wave C, and then bounces off a Fibonacci level, makes a nice impulsive engulfing move to the downside, then that would prove to me that it is a wave B and or a wave 2, I guess, and it would be the continuation down. But I would have to see a pretty convincing picture. I would have to see 3 waves up to a Fibonacci level with a very clear break of structure on the third wave to go short. Because when you're talking about the yen pairs, there is probably a better chance that it just keeps on trending up, making higher highs and higher lows, which is why buying the dip on the yen pairs is pretty much always a good idea. Going down to the 1 hour time frame, definitely trending up. Definitely no end of trend, no break of structure. I don't see any reason to think that this trend is over. If we get a break of structure to the downside, it's probably just the end of a wave A. Then it will be a correction to the move up, wave B. Then it will probably go up again for a wave C, just like I was explaining on the 4 hour. But even to go short, which I personally wouldn't even be trying to go short, but even if you do try to go short, I wouldn't even bother going short unless you had that 3, 4, 5 safe with a break of structure. Because, like I always like to say, with the yen, it may just keep on making higher highs, higher lows, and it may just keep on trending up. Especially when you're talking about the yen, the trend is definitely your friend because this is a 4 year uptrend on the yen pairs. I don't know about you, but I am definitely not trying to identify the end of a 4 year uptrend. Instead, I'm just buying every single dip that I see for the continuation of this uptrend. So don't forget to join my free Discord channel, which is linked down here in the corner. And don't forget to check out my membership program that gives you access to all my daily live trading sessions. And it gives you access to all my swing trade setups that I share with the group at the time of entry by signing up at my website, fxpipcollector.com. As always, thank you and happy trading.